Hey everyone, just wanted to show you a little bit of how to start with your metric conversions. I know we've been doing this and a lot of you probably have it down, but I would normally have explained this in school, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a verbal tutorial here showing you something. Now, this document you're looking at, I'm going to put in this post. You'll have access to it. And you'll also be able to print it out if that's a capability you have. If not, honestly, you can do this on the computer, and it's relatively simple. It's one of the reasons most of the world uses the metric system, and it's much, much easier to convert between units inside a given unit. So the first thing, as we learned, we can measure both distance, capacity, and mass and weight. So distance is in the meter. We use liter for capacity, and then we use grams for mass and weight, which we know are analogous on planet Earth, but not always the same thing elsewhere in the universe. They do mean different things, right? Mass is how much matter something has. Weight is gravity's effect on matter. Anyway, I gave you a few examples here, and they just track through. I also listed the abbreviations. But I want to show you it's relatively simple. Let's say you're starting with 15 meters, okay? And you need to figure out how many kilometers that would be. Well, since there are 1,000 meters in a kilometer, and you don't have, or a kilometer, it's pronounced either way, and you don't have anywhere close to 1,000, you only have 15 of them, what you're really going to be doing is making this number smaller and representing it as kilometers. But look what happens. Basically, I skip 1, 2, 3. If you're following my mouse, I started at the U for unit. 1, 2, 3 to the left. And I'm doing the exact same thing with the decimal point. 1, 2, and 3, except to get to kilometers, I need a 0 for a placeholder. And that will work any way you're doing it. So what you're really doing in math is dividing this number by 1,000, right? And you're saying it's 15 thousandths. And you do the same thing in our example for grams, right? Let's say I want to get grams over to kilograms, which is a common unit of weight in most other countries. So if you have 2 grams, that's actually 2 thousandths of a kilogram, because think about it, it takes 1,000 grams to make a kilogram. So if you have 2 grams, you're 2 thousandths of the way there, or 1/500th if you're reducing. You're not always going to be going from one unit to an extreme, right? One on either end. So millimeters or kilograms or kiloliters. And yes, some of these are used relatively infrequently. You probably won't run into hectoliters in your day-to-day life or decigrams, but they are used in some fields like medicine, biology, different fields like engineering will use these. And basically the cool thing about the metric system is they're available should you need them. Anyway, sometimes you may start with centimeters. Let's say you need to go from, we'll use the centigram example. So let's say you're going from centigrams, 200 centigrams, all the way over to hectograms. How many hectograms is 200 centigrams? You would do the exact same process. Count to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've arrived at my destination and I know I need to move 4 to the left. Now, 4 as a power of 10, or 10 to the 4th power, is actually 10,000. So what I'm really going to be doing is dividing by 10,000. And taking this number 200, dividing it by 10,000, would be moving the decimal place 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's exactly what you get, 0.02 or 2 hundredths of a hectogram. And that relationship exists all over this chart. These are the 6 powers of 10 that you need to know, 3 up and 3 down. There are many, many of them. If you're interested in this sort of thing, or if you want like a computer crossover, you can look up what picograms are, or petabytes in computer technology, how much a terabyte is, and then extrapolate that to a petabyte. But that is totally extraneous. Again, I'm giving you this as a printout, so if you do print it out, you'll have a few of these to help you with it. Converting with metrics is much easier than converting within the customary system. So I hope you found this video helpful. Enjoy and happy converting.